Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hi, everybody. Anthony Rodriguez here, Walking Crow for the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine Show. How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to another Tuesday edition of the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine Show. My name's Anthony Rodriguez, Walking Crow, and I am your host. Before we get started, I'm going to take a little sage, and I'm going to light a little sage, and I'm going to clear the energy in this room. I'm going to clear the energy, my energy, and ask Creator Great Spirit if He would remove all the negative energies or unnecessary and unwanted energies around me, in me, within me, about me, and that all the energies in the computers and technology we are using to broadcast the show, that they would be clear as well, and that I would be a clear channel from Great Creator, Great Spirit in all our relations, in carrying a new and a good and a nurturing and a caring, loving message to you all. Aho mitakiasi. Aho. So, welcome back, everybody. I'm glad that you're back. I understand that a big part of our country is in a deep freeze from like maybe Texas east and north. As for us in California, it's a comfortable 65. I hate to say that and be the bearer of that kind of news, but that's exactly what that is. Anyways, real quickly, got to do some business here. I want to tell you guys about some events that I have going on. I have the Sound Vibration Magic Drum Journey with Walking Crow this Thursday at 8 o'clock. It's a free event. You don't have to pay a dime. Just log on to Facebook, and I will be doing a Facebook Live where I will be doing shamanic drumming for 20 to 25 minutes. And you can experience that with headphones, without earbuds, through any device that you have in your home. And you can experience what that is like with us on Thursday, January 18th. Also on Sacred Drum Medicine Show next Tuesday, every Tuesday at 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time is 4 o'clock. And then Walking Crow, Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine Drum Making Workshop, $160 to learn how to make your own drum in ceremony and in good medicine, using your proper hands, your beautiful soul, setting the intentions for the frame and the skin and that drum. $160. It's going to be March 24th at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. We will be gathering and setting the intentions and starting the process of making the drum and then putting the drum to soak. And then on March 25th at 10 a.m. in the morning, we will come together in ceremony, and we will offer tobacco, and we will offer sage and offer prayer, and then we will begin to assemble those drums, and you will be able to walk away from this workshop with a beautiful brand new drum, elk skin. We're going to work with elk skin because it's the easiest skin to work with. It's the easiest skin that I know you will be happy with the sound later on. And also, one more thing that's going on with us is Jennifer Escalera, energy therapist, and myself, Anthony Rodriguez, Walking Crow, will be doing a workshop for Valentine's Day on February 22nd, a week after Valentine's, but we're close. How to understand your divine self-love, how to understand the divine feminine within you, how to understand the divine masculine within you, and how we use those dualities within us to be in relationship with others, whether you're in a relationship with another female as a female, or another male as a female, or as a male with a male. However that works for you. Tickets are $40. It's $60 for a couple. You can save yourself $20 by signing up as a couple. Alrighty, so alrighty, and that's it for the announcement. So, moving into today's show, I'm going to be talking about being rooted and fruited, and what it is and how it is that you are in your foundation to be rooted and fruited. And I want to remind you, we have a new call-in number today. It's 323-870-3791. I haven't memorized it yet, but I'm going to. So 323-870-3791 is a call-in number. Feel free to call in to the show and push 1 and let my producer know that you would like to ask me a question, get a healing, get a reading, talk about what the subject at hand or whatever that would be. Okay, I hope. But before we move forward, I pulled the medicine cards this morning, and I pulled 4 fabulous animals. And I'm going to tell you something. I pull cards every day for myself, just to kind of check in. And the medicine cards have been amazing. I'm going to tell you right now, we are in for a tidal wave of goodness. We are in for a tidal wave of change. There is a change coming that's so huge, you're not even going to believe it. You are not going to believe it. So when you come into the cards, I want you to understand. Hi there, Sarah. Thank you for checking in. Hello. Thanks for coming aboard. So you're not going to believe it. So I'm going to pull the first card that I pulled this morning. The first card is Cougar. Cougar is confidence. Take charge. Are you taking charge of your life? Have you taken charge of letting go of the old stuff from 2017? Are you taking charge in coming into the power of who and what you are in 2018, into your power, into your source, into your foundation, into the energies that ebb and flow through your bodies from Mother Earth up into the heavens to create a great spirit, and down again over the bridge of the 4th chakra and down into your lower extremities, into your feet, into your foundation? Are you the tree that extends your branches into the heavens? And the birds of the air nest in your branches and eat of your fruit. Take charge. Be that tree. And the second charge is the card is purification. Frog. Clear out the clutter. I was just talking to my producer before the show, and I got sick the other day because I started to purge stuff that I know is no longer necessary. I went to fire ceremony on Saturday for a Peruvian fire ceremony and did some letting go. And then the next day was my turn. I had my fire ceremony, my event, and more letting go. And I got sick right before that. And then after that, with chills and fever, in bed all night long, purging, and all that work is being done within me. I am clearing out the clutter. I have cleared out the clutter. And if I have any more, surprising news to me. And the third card is Deer, Pathfinder. Trust your instincts. Do you trust where you are? Do you trust who you are? Do you trust the people around you? And should you? Do you trust the energies that fill your body? Or is it time to keep letting go? Keep letting go. Are you leaking all over everybody and everywhere, and not knowing how to do something about that? Be in your instinct. Trust who you are. Don't second guess yourself. Your first instinct is the true instinct. Do not second guess yourself. And the last one is Squirrel. Preparation. Have you been preparing for winter? From the spring through the summer from the autumn, the abundance of autumn, fall, and into the den of winter, the time of the winter solstice. Have you prepared? Have you gathered your abundance and taken it into the den for your time of rest, your time of wisdom? The ancestors, all my relations. Are you here? Are you ready and preparing for the springtime to come on March 21st? For the spring equinox. Preparation, because we're going to be planting new seeds in the springtime. Well, thank you to everybody who's come in today, and everybody who's going to watch the show and listen to the show. You can listen to it on Blog Talk Radio, and you can listen to it from the archives later on. And you can also go into YouTube channel for Goldylocks Productions, and you can watch this show as well as on my channel on YouTube as well for Anthony Rodriguez, Walking Crow Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine. So, all right. Are you rooted and you fruited? Have you been preparing your foundation for what's to come? Have you been nurturing yourself? Have you been doing self-care? Have you been taking care of your needs, your wants? The things that you want to bring into a manifestation for yourself. What is it you want to manifest for yourself? Have you been, do you have a full cup and are not able to put more in there? Or have you been emptying that cup by purging, by letting go and allowing to make room to pour more goodness and manifestation into the cup that you have? Can you? Will you? Do you? Have you been? This is how I empty my cup. I drink the water from my cup and I empty my cup. Anyway, so today's Tuesday, and tonight is new moon, and this is a powerful new moon coming into the new year, the first new moon of the new year. And I'm going to tell you, this didn't start this week or last week. This preparation for this new moon started way back in the summertime. Do you guys remember the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse and all that energy that was moving forward that you were afraid of, and the Mercury's in retrograde and all that stuff that you survived? You all survived it. How about that? I survived it. I never worried about surviving, because if I don't survive, guess what? I go on to the great beyond, and I cross over, and I get to do some different stuff and come back to do some other stuff, because I already did the stuff in this lifetime that I came to do. And I'm happy to say that. And I'm happy to say that because I'm in my foundation. I'm in my root chakra. I withstand the power of the four winds when they blow. And what are your four winds when they blow? Can you withstand them? Will the four winds in your life knock you down, knock you over? Will you become firewood? Will you become firewood because you weren't deeply rooted? You were in rocky soil. You were in sandy soil. It's biblical. They talk about it in the Bible. I don't know if the Bible's over there. It might be over there. But they talk about it in the Bible. They talk about it in that place, And when I mention the Bible, by the way, I'm not a religious person at all, but I do believe in the Christ consciousness, and I do use stories from that book as examples to what I'm talking about, because that's been part of my medicine coming up for the last, I don't know, growing up as a kid. It's just part of the culture. I was raised as Catholic, and I don't believe in Catholicism. I'm guilty by association. I'm Catholic by culture, I like to say. So, and this isn't about being Catholic or not being Catholic. It doesn't mean anything other than that was the culture that I was brought up in. And I don't have a place to judge it, because I don't know what goes on in there for you at any given time. I only know what it does for me and what it doesn't do for me. Ta-da! Simply stated. So I want to ask you, do you wake up in the morning and do you put your feet on the floor? Do you sink your feet down into Mother Earth and allow her energies to flow upward into your feet, into your legs, into your perineum, between your genitals and your scrotum? Do you allow the energies to flow through? Do you allow the energies to flow through your coccyx, the tip of your spine? Do you allow that to plug into Mother Earth and allow her energies to flow through into the superhighway? The energetic superhighway of your body, which moves up to the second chakra, your place of emotions, your place of water, your sexuality, your manifestation, your healing, your fight or flight. That's your connection to others. Do you allow that energy to flow up into the third chakra, your fire? I can, I will, I do, I am. Do you allow that energy to flow upward, or do you block it because there are things going on in your life that you don't know how to let go of, or you won't let go because it's your comfort zone? Carrying that baggage and those traumas and those wounds doesn't have to be your comfort zone. Your comfort zone should be joy, happiness, manifestation, fire, creativity. Aho! Aho! I'm excited right now. I don't know why I'm so excited, but I am excited. I'm excited because change is coming. Change is coming. Big change is coming, and I have been working towards change for the last 2 or 3 years. I hope. Do you let the energies of Mother Earth go from your third chakra, your fire, your fuego, your I can, I will, I do, I am, and allow it to rise up into your fourth chakra, air, lungs. I love, I'm loved. Direction of the south, direction of summer, air. Direction of the child, direction of the spirit world. That's where this lives. And do you allow it to rise there into your fifth chakra of vibration? Rise up. We're talking about the Kundalini rising, the snake rising up from the root chakra. And do you allow yourself to speak, to come into your voice, to come into your vibration, to come into the words that you were stymied As a child, you were told to be quiet, shut up, go outside, don't talk. Do you actually come into your words now? And not just through your words, but through the fifth chakra of your arms, your hands, of text messaging, typing, writing, sign language, saying goodbye, saying hello, aho. Do you plug into Mother Earth and allow the energies to flow up into your third eye from your fifth chakra? You're knowing. It's what you see. It's what you know. Do you know the things that you absolutely know? And if so, why do you doubt if you love you? Aho, why do you doubt? And block yourself from telling people that you doubt. And from your third chakra, you come into the crown chakra, opulence, aho, clarity, universal love, creator, great spirit, duality, o Mateo, the divine feminine, divine masculine of creator, great spirit, Radhe Govind, Shri Krishna, aho. Shinawana, Hona Shinawanata, Oi Ho Shinawanato, Oi Shino, Oi Shino, Oi Shino. Are you ready to let those energies flow? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. And I am in the root of my foundation, and so can you. You can too. Are you ready to heal the burdens and the wounds and the shames that have come through your life that you have carried around like the baby that isn't yours? Like the baby that isn't yours. There was a movie, I think it was Boys in the Hood. Was it that? Where one of the brothers was a football. He was being primed to go to college for football. He was for a football scholarship, and he always carried around a football. Went everywhere with that football. You know, do you carry around your burdens, your hurts, your shames, your wounds, and your traumas like a football? Like you're the Queen of England and you take your purse everywhere you go. Like the Queen of England really needs a purse. I guess she needs to carry a tissue and her ID. You know, she might want to stop and get a bottle of wine or something when she's going from Windsor Castle to whatever palace that she's going to. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but that kind of made me laugh. Anyways, so what are you doing, or are you doing anything about your life? And are you willing to do anything about it in this time of the new moon? The time of the new moon. And we're going to be having a lot of powerful energy because we're going to be having a super moon at the end of the month. So the energies are just building and they're building and they're building. And these energies are going to build so much, they're going to explode on February 24th. Yeah, I said February 24th. I'm putting a date on that's actually my birthday. I don't know if they'll explode on that day. I don't even care. But I do know that I'm here and I am prepared for the changes in my life that I want. Are you prepared for the changes in your life that you want? Do you know what those changes are? Do you know what those changes are? And can you see them? I can see them. I know. I was on the mountain today, and I was talking to myself about this. And I just finished listening to Vince Pena, who is an amazing medium psychic here in the San Fernando Valley here in Los Angeles. And he's probably somebody that I should have on the show, or I should introduce to Tiffany White, Sage Woman, because he's an amazing broadcaster, if you will. I'll call him a broadcaster. And he talked about the next 5 years because somebody told him about the next 5 years. And I decided that over the next 5 years, I'm going to manifest a home. I want a 3-bedroom home. 1 bedroom for myself and the other person. The other thing that I'm going to manifest, which is a relationship, because I'm wanting to manifest a relationship of divine feminine that is the divine feminine, not more divine masculine, divine feminine. Creator Great Spirit thinks he's funny, keeps bringing me women who are more divine masculine, divine feminine. I like soft, kind women who are very sweet and will get upset with me about the stuff that I get that I do, and I can say, baby, I'm sorry, or whatever. I made a mistake. Anyways, the divine feminine. A real divine feminine. Not one in plot operas. And I want a house, a 3-bedroom home, and not because I don't want a bigger home. I don't need a bigger home. I only want what I need. A room to sleep in with that other person, a room that I work out of, that's my office, that's my place of creation, that's my place of healing, that's my place of drumming, that is my studio, I hope. And then another room, if that person happens to have kids, or we have family that wants to come in and stay, or friends who want to come and they can stay as long as they want and be with us, I hope. This is, woof, woof, woof. That just got powerful. That just went through my body. I hope. That just went through my body. That was amazing, because it's going to happen. I'm going to manifest it. Because why? Because I'm rooted and I'm fruited, and I share it with you, and I vibrate it out, because I vibrate it out good, in a good way. It's what I want. It's what I manifest. It's where it will come from, the waters of the direction of the west, from the direction of the woman, from the direction of letting go, a whole polar opposite of divine masculine in the east, a whole fire manifestation. Wow, did that hit me in a powerful way. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I'll have. And my practice will grow, and this radio show will go from being on Goldylocks Productions to, we're going to bump Oprah's show. Whatever the hell Oprah's doing, this show is going to bump that. And we're going to actually be talking to some people who are doing some good work, the lesser knowns. The lesser knowns, people like me, people like Ivana, I can't remember her last name on Goldylocks Productions, but I want to have her on this show in the next couple of weeks. And there's also another person I want to have on this show over the next couple of weeks, and his name is Rudy Gonzalez. Ruty, I call him Ruty, Rooty, because Rudy was listening last week, and he asked a question. And I'm going to tell you, I pay attention to those who transform and transcend and transmute and transition. And there are quite a few of those in my life. And there's another young lady who calls me at least once a week to let me know where she's at with her life. And she's somebody who came to see me a couple of times. She came for 2 healings. But she, more than the healing itself, my vibration, what came out of my mouth and what continues to come out of my mouth and my heart, because I support her wholeheartedly in where she's going. And where Rudy's going, where Rudy's coming, where Rudy's going to, and where he's come from as a single dad, as a man who's walked through divorce, as a man who has a loving heart. He lives in the duality of divine feminine and his divine masculine, and he cares for his children in a beautiful, beautiful way, a whole. So does this other young woman. I can't mention her name, so I won't. Her name's actually Liza, and she's a beautiful young woman. And she just got her daughter back. And she has struggled and struggled and struggled. And she took a job that was bigger than her. And guess what? She's bigger than the job now. And she was asking for a raise last week. And I hope they gave it to her, because she deserves it, because she's put up with a lot of crap, just like Rudy has. Rudy put up with a lot of crap. And everything that you want to manifest for yourself, everything that you would like to give for yourself, I would say, plug your feet into the ground, plug your coccyx, the tip of your spine, into the ground. Allow the energy of Mother Earth to rise up through your perineum and through your legs, and fill your body. Allow that snake to rise, to rise, to rise to your crown chakra, and up and then back down again. So those energies exchange for Mother Earth and the universe, and they exchange themselves through you. Oishino, Oishino, Oishino. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. Oh, shino wa na honata. Oishino. Oishino. We have a caller on the 260 area code, Sarah, and she's called in. Hi, Sarah. How you doing? Are you with me?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much. How can I help you today? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Last week you mentioned something about me calling back this week and doing a reading.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry we didn't have enough time last week. Normally everybody calls it early or in the middle of the show, and we kind of caught us at the end, and we were on our way out. And I wanted to give you the time that you needed, that you deserve, as a matter of fact. So you're the mom from Indiana, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and I'm always careful about how I want to title somebody, because you're a stay-at-home mom. That's what I'll say. You're a stay-at-home mom. So are you looking for a chakra reading? What kind of reading are you looking for?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay, that's okay. So So what's been going on with you lately? Anything different? Anything special? Anything that you've noticed about yourself that isn't normal for you, or is abnormal, or is different?
Well, the one thing I've been working a lot on lately is trying to kind of like healing myself away from negative situations that have been happening in our lives the last year. That's been pretty bad. And so I'm trying to let go of situations and heal myself away from that.
Do you feel like people are getting in the way of...
That's what I've been working a lot with.
Do you feel like people are getting in the way of who you are and where you're going?
I don't know necessarily if they're getting in my way. More like I did feel that way, in this sense, but anymore I don't, because we got rid of that situation.
So here's what I'm going to tell you. As you were talking, I just pulled a card. Owl omens. Pay attention to the signs. It becomes time to clean house, and those things always show themselves. They are always going to show themselves, even though we don't want to look at them. Right? We'll put up with a lot, and we'll listen to a lot, and then we'll just get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and we'll come to the conclusion that, you know what, I got to let go. I can't be in this mess. How long am I going to stand in this mud while it's hardening around my shoes? Do you know what I mean? So, pay attention to the signs.
Exactly.
Be in your gut feeling, in your second chakra, water. Be in your gut feeling about what's going on, and trust your instincts. Don't divert from your instinct. Your first instinct is always going to be your strongest and your most powerful instinct. And sometimes, well, I won't go there. But and the second card I pulled for you, links, discernment. Oh, discernment, really? You already know what you're dealing with, right? Right? You already know what you're dealing with. You don't have to make excuses for it. You see it for what it is, because owl medicine sees in the dark, even when they're trying to lie to you. Just use your best judgment and look beyond the pretentious appearances. You got that? And sometimes you have to be creative. Rabbit. This is all. Well, a lot of this is ground. Well, it's interesting. There's two birds and two ground animals, but you're going to have to get creative with how you deal with people. Sometimes you're going to have to just be able to smile and nod your head and, move on your way, and not have to give anybody too much time. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
And the last card, I got to tell you, and you're the first person I've read cards for on the air. I don't usually do this. I usually read the chakra system, but I was told to do this instead. Dove, serenity, your peace your peace depends on the peace in you is the peace in you. And that depends on how you react, how you let go of those things and those people who move in your life who don't necessarily move in your life in a good way. And there may be gossipers and they may be hurtful people. And, just take time to pause and breathe through it when you're in the situation. Don't let anybody get your goat, if you will. You know what I mean? It's they don't have that much power. And if they do, it's because you're giving it to them. Don't allow anybody to take your power, to step into your world and rock your world for any reason. Because you are a well-rooted tree. You have a solid foundation. You have a beautiful little family there that nobody can take away from you. Nobody can destroy you. Nobody can change. I hope.
And I love, that's perfect right there, what you just said. That gives me validation of what I've been kind of worrying about here the last week. And what you just said, just puts my mind at ease now.
Oh, good. Well, let's not pay too much attention to the mind, but pay more attention to your heart, because that for you is what's most important. For you to be loved and in your third chakra, as well as your fire, your fuego. I can, I will, I do. Fuego is a Spanish word for fire. For you to be in your esteem, so you can feel good about who you are and what you are in your situation and raising your child. Do you have a little boy or a little girl? A little boy, a little spitfire, I bet. Is he like his dad?
He's actually more like me. He's goofy. He loves to have fun. He loves to dance. He loves to sing like me. I mean, he's a good mixture of both of us, but I think he's a little bit on the more goofy side, like his mama.
You know how fun it is and beautiful it is for one to call themselves goofy in that kind of a way. See, that tells me something about who and what you are, how your foundation is, who you are in this world, what you are in this world, that you are here and you're aware of yourself in this world, and how you connect to yourself in a fun and playful way. Direction, using the medicine wheel, direction of the south, direction of summer, direction of air, direction of the child, direction of the spirit world. Direction of the summer teaches me to be childlike and playful. Sometimes we forget because there's so much seriousness going on. Good for you. Good for you. I'm so happy you called back today. Makes me very happy.
Oh, thank you.
Anything else I can do for you today?
I'm glad I called.
Well, me too. The medicine cards are working in your favor, and I know that you already know. It's probably, this was just probably confirmation for you, because sometimes people just need to mind their own business, right?
I agree.
Well, all right. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Do you have any questions or
No, you pretty much hit the nail on the head there with everything you said.
All right.
So I just have to work on not letting people affect me, keeping my staying firm and not letting them enter.
Yeah. Hey, if you're able to, Thursday night, tune in to me on Facebook. I'll be doing some shamanic drumming for 20 to 25 minutes. You can meditate through the drumming. I think it's 8 o'clock our time, 11 o'clock your time. I think there's a 3-hour difference between Indiana and California. I'm not sure. But check it out. It'll be at probably 11 p.m. your time. And journey with us, Join us there too.
Okay.
All righty. All right, Sarah, have a beautiful day, and thank you for calling in.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too. Blessings to you. There's a woman who's ready and ready and ready. Oishino. She is ready. She is ready. She is ready. I love it when people call in. And, it's the first time I've actually used the cards to read somebody else in my neck of the woods. And I normally don't do that, or normally do chakra readings. But I want to remind everybody that you can call into the show at 323-870-3791 and ask a question. Feel free to get a reading, and whether it's with the cards or whether it's a chakra reading or get a healing, it's up to you. And what is it that you're doing for yourself? What is it that you're going to give yourself that's more than what you've been giving yourself for whatever time in your life that you've been giving it to yourself or not giving yourself? I for a long time, before I came into my medicine, I always thought I was helping myself. I always thought I was giving myself something. I always thought I spoke my piece. I always thought I was expressing myself. And what I learned after I came into my medicine is that I wasn't. I was shut down. I had a block here in my fifth chakra. And if I show you my license, I'm gonna have to pull that out. Maybe next week I'll pull that out. You can see the block where I was 278 pounds. 278 pounds. And I was carrying the baggage and the hurts and the wounds and the bondage in my body, in my emotion. And I didn't know how to let it go. And I didn't even know I was carrying it. I didn't even know I was carrying it. I no longer carry that stuff. I'm able to speak and say the things that I need to say. And I also believe there comes a time when I don't need to say anything at all. And I had a situation in my life recently where somebody likes to, I have this friend who's always in her head, and she takes shots at me. I don't know if she does it on purpose, but she takes shots at my relationship life, because she said to me one day, as long as I know you, you're always in a relationship. So what? Who cares? I'm good with relationships. I am not afraid of relationships. I am not of being afraid and being in a relationship. The most beautiful thing in the world is to be in a relationship, whether it's romantic, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a business relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is. Why do you fear relationships? And why should I fear relationships? Why should I stay out of relationships because you don't know how to be in a relationship? You have the way you feel and the way you think constantly about relationships has nothing to do with the way I feel about them, because I don't think about them. I feel about them. I feel about them. I want to be in a good and healthy relationship. Now, I didn't say anything to this person at all. I didn't have to, because it's not my suffering. I could say to that person, I didn't appreciate that comment. I could say that. Or I could let them chew on that bone, gnaw on that bone, and suck on that marrow of that bone. And because, you know what? Them not being able to be in a relationship has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me at all. I want to remind you that you're listening to the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine Show with myself, Anthony Rodriguez, Walking Crow, Yahoo. And to please call in at 323-870-3791. Now, I haven't memorized that new number yet, and we have a new dial-in online too, a new dial-in address. We moved channels from channel 4 to channel 1, and that's exciting for me. I don't know if that means anything, but that's exciting for me, and I'm glad to be on channel 1. And one more time, 323-870-3791. And I want to thank Sarah for calling in. She called in last week right about the end of the show, and there wasn't enough time. And I wanted to really dedicate her time for her, and to listen to her and hear what she had to say and give her what it is that she needed and what she wanted. Because, we all should have that. I have that. I always get what it is that I want. Well, to the best of my knowledge. I may be not getting what I want. I may not be giving the things that I need, but you know what? I'll take what I can get. The universe and Creator Great Spirit will give it to me in its time, not my time. What's the old saying? Man plans and God laughs. I don't need to be in a hurry to go anywhere. Right now I'm being provided for, and I'm looking forward to where I'm moving. And saying that, because before Sarah called in, I was talking about manifesting and being in my root and being in my fruit and being the tree that doesn't get knocked down by the four winds. A 3-bedroom house with that beautiful divine feminine that I so much want to love, like I love myself, adore her. Aho. Who doesn't want to be adored? I adore myself. I adore myself. I adorn myself. I wear my beads and my stuff, and but I want to have that divine feminine who if she's home and I know she's there, I'm excited to see her as I walk through the door, and vice versa. Maybe she might be excited to see me too. But that's what I want for my life, and growing my practice as a healer, and taking this show to a different level. Like it's symbolic. Going from Goldylocks Productions Channel 4 to Channel 1 means something to me. That's symbolic. I pay attention to the numbers. I pay attention to the omens. These things are not lost on me. These things are not lost on me. I pay attention. This morning I was up on the hill and I was praying for these things, and I was sitting amongst these in the place where I was sitting late last year. This place was burned, and then the green grass grew and the tall grass grew. And today when I was up there, it was all yellow. It was all yellow. And last week, 2 weeks ago, we got rain. And today, as I was walking down the hill and praying some more, the green grass was starting to grow underneath the yellow grass, underneath the dry yellow stuff that might burn. I hope it doesn't. But the green grass was growing, and I thought, water is life. What is it in my life that I keep regrowing? And what I keep regrowing is when I wake up every morning and I open my eyes, I rebreathe and breathe and give myself the oxygen necessary to burn in my third chakra, in my fire, my fuego. I can, I will, I do. Aho. I can, I will, I do. Aho. I know that the things that I want from my life are going to manifest. I know, because there are people out there who support me. There are people out there who have never met me face to face, and support the transformational sacred drum medicine and Anthony Rodriguez Walking Crow. And here's an example. This is the sage that I gathered, and this is my little tag. And I offer these for sale, and they're $10 a piece. They're pretty good size, and they're the shape of my hand. Most of the sage, if not all of the sage that you buy in California in the store, is put into a toilet paper roll and is all the same size and same shape. That medicine is disrespected as soon as you stick it into a toilet paper roll. This is honored with tobacco. This is honored with prayer, with drumming, with song, with permission from the four directions and Mother Earth. This medicine carries the shape of my hand, aho, and the energies from my hand, from the hand of Walking Crow. Mother Earth, Great Spirit's dutiful son, aho. So, and a woman reached out and said, I want 10 of those. How much is it to ship? And I never met this woman. I never met her. She's somebody who found me on Facebook, and I got a message from her yesterday, and I was like, really? Okay. That's what happens in my world. That's how my world takes shape. One of the things that I'm working towards is, because I am well-rooted and well-fruited, and I am in my foundation, I'm making plans to start traveling. Nevada City, Ashland, Oregon, Shasta, Mount Shasta, California, Portland, Oregon, Canada, Austin, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, Sedona, everywhere that people want me to be, I will go. Oh, and if you're watching this show and you want me to come to your town, you can reach out to me at Anthony@sacreddrummedicine.com, and you can reach out the same way for the sage. Sage is $10, and you can send me an email, Anthony@sacreddrummedicine.com. And you can send the $10 through PayPal or Venmo. You can send it to that same email address, and you can, with an extra $3, if it's only a couple, 2 or 3 sticks, it'll cost you $3 for shipping across the United States. So if it's more than that, it'll cost you more. We'll figure that out. Anyway, so manifestation from a root foundation, from a well-rooted foundation, from an offering the rooted fruit to those who land in the branches, who nest in the branches and eat of my fruit. And I asked this question this morning: are you offering bitter fruit as you extend your branches into the heavens? Are you offering bitter fruit, the bitter fruit of judgment, the bitter fruit of blame, the bitter fruit of resentment, the bitter fruit of anger? Are you offering bitter fruit when you're trying to be rooted and fruited and in your foundation, a whole? Are you? Are you? Because you can't feed people with that kind of medicine. It's like drinking that old, remember back in the Little Rascals. Here you go. I just aged myself. The Little Rascals. When they were sick, they would drink castor oil, and it tasted terrible. Even on the Three Stooges, they drank castor oil when they were sick. And now people add, flavors to cough syrup, and everything has a flavor. It's elderberry, it's cherry, it's grape, it's lemon, it's honey, it's this and that. Are you offering bitter fruit? Are you offering the best fruit that you have to others? Oh, that's biblical too. But I'm not going to talk about the Bible. Offer the best of what you have to those who are looking for what it is that you offer. Oh. I know that because I have the vision for myself of having that 3-bedroom home, and probably in Santa Fe, New Mexico, or someplace like that, or Encinitas, California, someplace like that, or Sedona, Arizona. Because I have visions like that for myself. I know that I have visions like that for you, and I can help you to manifest that. Do you want to be rooted and fruited? Do you want to be able to stand in your abundance, in your root, in your foundation, and at springtime grow that fruit that can feed millions, thousands, millions of people? That is my wish for myself, and that is my wish for you. By plugging into Mother Earth and allowing the Kundalini to rise into your branches of your divinity, divine masculine, divine feminine, receiving and giving. Manifesting the life that is yours, manifesting the life that you want, manifesting the lives for others, for your community, for your family. I get excited talking about that stuff. I get excited because I have an exciting life. To some people, my life isn't too exciting, but to me, my life is exciting because I don't know what's going to happen next. And when it happens next that I don't know about, it's because I manifested it and I wasn't paying attention. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense, but I'm ready. Oishino. Oishino, oishino. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. Repeat it 3 times. Repeat it with me right now. Oishino. 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 And say it with me in English. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I worked a long time before I started broadcasting on the Goldylocks Productions and the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine Show. I was doing other things. I was doing talks in studios, and I was out there doing a lot of healings. I don't do as much hands-on energy healing as I used to, but I would like to, actually. I would love to have a couple clients a day, that sort of thing. But that's not what's been happening for me. I for some reason, Creative Great Spirit has me vibrating out, using my voice, using my words, using my wisdom, using the download that comes from Great Spirit. I get downloaded. I pray for the download before I do this show. You folks hear me do that. And what comes. I never know what it's going to be. I know what I want it to be, but I'm never quite sure what it's going to be, And, going back to the mountain today, I went up, it's 20 minutes away. And it's in a canyon. And I didn't know if I was going to have time to be able to go there and come back and prepare for the show. But I have to remind myself that going there and climbing that mountain and sitting in the earth, on the dirt, and drumming and singing and offering sage and tobacco and doing those things is preparing for this show. Sometimes we have to go to any lengths, and we don't know what the lengths are until we go through the great lengths of doing what it is that we do to prepare ourselves for what we're about to do. So saying that, 323-870-3791 is a call-in number. It's a new call-in number that I'll remember hopefully by next week. I don't know. The other one was so much easier. But I'm going to remember this number. This is our call-in number. Call in and ask a question. Get a healing. Get a reading. Get a medicine card reading. Why not? Why not? I didn't know I could do that. And I didn't know I wanted to do that. But I've had these cards for a couple of years. There are actually the Power Animal Oracle cards from Stephen D. Farmer, who is married to a friend of mine, as a matter of fact. He used to be married to Doreen Virtue or something like that. Yeah, Doreen Virtue. Yeah, like she's a nobody. He was married to Doreen Virtue, and he's still here in Newport Beach with Jessica and the kids. And anyways, enough of that. I'm here to talk about me. Anyways, so what is it that you want for yourself today? This is the day of reflection. This is a day of ejection, getting rid of the old, rejection. This is a day of manifestation. This is a day of changing your life. This has been coming for quite some time. In fact, this isn't just like from yesterday. This has been coming from quite some time. Listen to my words. This has been coming from summer and last spring. So if you haven't let go of the things that you've been needing to let go of, you still have time, because the new moon is until tonight. And even if you don't do it tonight, you're within the 4-day, 5-day period before and after of being able to do that and manifest a life not yet lived. Manifest the life not yet lived. Are you looking down? Are you staring down the barrel of mediocrity and a mundane life? Are you staring down the barrel of mediocrity and a mundane life? That's interesting. There's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want, if you're happy in that place. But if you're not, change it. Don't think about changing it. Don't talk about changing it. Changing it is changing it. Doing is doing. Doing is changing it. Oishino wana honata. Oishino wana ho. Oishino. 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 That's right. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I want to remind you, you can get a hold of me for, if you want a healing, whether it's a half-hour, 45-minute session for drum healing journey. We can do that over the phone or on Skype. We can do that in person. We can do that long distance if you're around the world. You can reach me at Anthony at sacreddrummedicine.com. You can reach me through my website, which is www.sacreddrummedicine.com. I feel so great not having to say weebly.com. So it's a pure website. Ooh. And or you can reach me at area code 818-442-1717. That's my office number. You can set up an appointment to see me, or if you want to set up an appointment for energy healing or any of those things, you can reach me and you can send those. We won't talk about it on there because that's about something else. But just send me an email and we'll take care of that for you. We'll get you healed. We'll get you vibrated out and with the drum, and we'll get you aligned and all those things. And if you need mentoring, that's the most important thing. There's people who want healings and they want readings and all these things, but more than anything, I believe that many of us want and need mentoring. I know I did for a long time, and I had the mentors come into my life. You know, the Emma Enriquez Molina Enriquez, the Jeannie Loves, the Master Seals of this world, a whole, you know, and many, many more. The Marsh Ingalls of this world, you know, they came into my life and they were my teachers and they were my helpers, and they taught me what I needed to know until they needed to move on and I needed to move on. And I'm looking for my new teachers, for those who will mentor me. But if you're looking for a mentor, and I believe that the mentor appointments are just as important as the healing sessions and the drumming sessions, reach out to me and I can help you in mentorship and walk you through the things you need to walk through. I can help you find your foundation. I can help you find your wings to fly. I can help you come into the place of the fire, come in for your heart, come in to your second chakra, to your fourth chakra, and then into your voice to come out of the thinking of the spinning of the story, and come into your voice and allow yourself to come into your heart, second chakra, fire, through love, through vibration, through speaking the things that you want to say. I will mentor you when no one else would pay attention to you. A whole. So reach out to me, you know. So in the morning when you wake up and what is it that you do? I'm talking about being rooted and fruited and being in your foundation. And the foundation starts the moment you get off your back in the morning. Not to run for the coffee, not to run for the work, not to run for the shower, the radio, turn on the TV to get poisoned, coffee, whatever it is. But once you get off your back and you sit up in that bed, put your feet flat on the floor. Put your feet flat on the floor and allow the energy legs, your energy feet to sink down. Allow the roots to grow out of your feet and your toes and your heels and your legs, and allow those roots to grow down into Mother Earth, and allow your feet to sink down. First thing in the morning, sitting on your bed, and take a breath. And where does that breath land? Mine landed in two places, down in my third chakra, in my third chakra, and in my heart space. And then take your hands down and take another breath. Oh, fourth chakra down in my second. And pay attention to where the breaths land. Give yourself that breath in the morning, or breaths. Do it 3 times. Allow your energy legs to sink down. Now, what you're doing is connecting to Mother Earth, allowing her to connect to you. Do it without your shoes. And later on, go out into the yard, unless it's snowing. Right, Tiffany? Unless it's snowing. Go into your yard barefooted and allow your feet to be on the ground, to be earthing with Mother Earth. Hug a tree, sit on the root system and lean on a tree and be within the circular divine energy that flows through the tree, the trees that give us breath, the trees that give us breath. Tiffany says, yeah, the snow might be cold. You know, California snow is never cold. Never snows in California unless you're in the high Sierras. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming today to the Transformational Sacred Medicine with myself, Walking Crow. You know, I was excited to do today's show, especially after getting sick the last couple of days, and I knew that was just about purging. It's all about the work that I've been doing with my guides and with my ancestors in my lineage. That happens a lot of times when I'm sleeping. I wake up in the bed and I'm soaking wet from head to toe, and there's nothing wrong with me, but I'm soaking wet, and I'm like, what's going on? Or I'm groggy when I wake up, and it's quite the experience. But I know that those are the things that I have to go through. Those are the things that I'm going to feel. Those are the things that I'm going to understand. Those are the things that I asked for. See, this medicine just wasn't given to me. I asked for it. And my good friend Jeannie Love reminded me the last time I spoke to her, Anthony, remember you asked for this. And yes, I did. So, and when I asked for it, I keep talking about this, and I've talked about this before. I had to say goodbye to, bye, Sarah. Have a great day. And thank you for coming. My ex-wife, Vanessa, I reached out to her yesterday to say hello, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. She's one of the people that is the reason that I'm here and I get to talk to you. She came into my life and then left so I could do this. My name is Anthony Rodriguez, and you're listening to the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine Show. Walking Crow. See you next Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing what they download for us. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.